Hey, it's Ali and welcome to another Basegame speed build in The Sims 4. And today I'm gonna be building a medieval forest village. And medieval, I don't really know if it's the right term for this, because I never lived in or gone to a place that have medieval architecture, nor have I studied medieval architecture before. But I did take influences from the medieval period, especially with the houses in the village. So yeah, I guess this is kind of medieval-ish. It has a medieval vibe to it, at least. I don't know about the castle that I am building right now, but yeah. I did what I could with it, what I had in the base game, and with the tools that the Sims had and my limited knowledge, really. So I actually titled this lot as Brookside Plains, because what I conceptualized first was that it's gonna be like a plain or like a field, a huge field that is beside a brook or like a stream. But everything totally deviated from what I first conceptualized. But in the end, I actually liked how this turned out. So as you can see, there are a lot of hilly parts in this build. And yeah, at first I was like, oh, this is gonna be like a plain field that I'm gonna build like a farm in this area. But it turned into like a hilly, more hilly place than it is like a plain. But yeah, the brook is still there. It's still a brookside, but it's not a plain. And actually, this structure that's just beside the stream, I actually conceptualized this. I searched for like a reference picture, and what I searched, I just literally typed in Google fantasy mountainside house, and this picture is the first thing that popped out. It's like a mountain. It's like a house on a mountainside, and like a portion of the house is inside the mountain. So obviously, it's hard to achieve that in The Sims 4, and I was debating whether I should put it on the ground level or like under the basement level, in the basement level, I mean. And I just went with the ground level. If I use the basement level, I would actually be able to achieve like that effect of the house going inside the mountain. But I wanted to use a lot of the terrain tools. I wanted to really be able to use the terrain as a hillside. So yeah, I decided on incorporating it into the ground floor instead. And I didn't really achieve what I wanted, what I really wanted, but hopefully I'll be able to do it in the future. But I am satisfied with how it turned out, in the end. And yeah, let's hope I actually remember to put that picture so that you can see what it looks like, and maybe you guys can do it yourselves. I don't know. If you feel like doing it. I actually deleted a lot of those rocks over there on the mountain or on the hill, because I wasn't feeling all those rocks. I actually did a lot of changes to the terrain. So yeah, I don't think it's so noticeable, but it's the small details really that makes the build look different. Yeah. At first, actually, that reference picture that I was talking about was the only structure that I wanted in the build, in the lot. And then it just evolved into this huge, or not really huge, it's a mini castle. But yeah, it evolved into this structure. And the village was actually an afterthought. I never thought of making a village at first, but when I saw that how empty this lot was turning out, I decided to make it into a village. Actually, those, like the brook or the stream on the side, like on the curved side of this water feature, there is a small Easter egg in them. I don't know if you saw it in the intro, but there are fish in them. And how I achieved that is with the most powerful debug item, the debug ponds. These ponds, you can actually put them in a lot and you can actually fish from them. So yeah, you can see fish going around, floating around, and then like some of them are jumping. And they are in the debug catalog. So yeah, you have to search for them a bit for you to be able to use them. But like the pond that I was able to put, it was in the basement level, so your sim can't actually fish from it. I'm sorry if you got excited about that, but yeah, your sims can't fish from it. Because yeah, it is in the basement level, and I tried putting it on the ground level, but when I tried using the tool mod with it so that I could level it down, it actually did that thing with the when you're using the transparent foundation. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but yeah, if you activated like the show hidden objects cheat, you will see the transparent foundation in your options in the catalog. And yeah, it did that same thing with the transparent foundation where it showed like the underground like it showed like this blank space underneath where it was leveled down. So yeah, I chose not to put it on the ground floor and just placed it on in the basement. If you're wondering why I put all those, like I have the items outside, and I actually built a room for them and saved it in the gallery, or like in my library at least. It's because I have this, I don't know why it's happening, but there's this thing with my tool mod, or maybe it's the build and buy, better build by catalog, better build by mod, where if I activated it or it's in the game, my debug catalog some of them just disappears. Some of the items just disappear. So yeah, I had to like bring all these debug items out so that I could use them actually. So how's the weather in your parts of the world? Right now for us, I'm in the Philippines and it is already rainy. The sunny season is officially over. It's been raining for like a week now, or more than a week now. And yeah, summer is done. I'm kinda here for it and kinda not, because I know that the rainy season brings a lot of floods in my country. Kind of scared for it, but I'm also happy that we don't have to go through the hell of a heat again. Okay, so this is my favorite part of the build. This is a bridge. And how I achieve this is with those debug items. These are planks, wood planks. There are a lot of these in the gallery actually, and this debug and this plank in particular is the one that your Sims can actually ignore. And how I achieved like this hanging bridge effect is that I resized some of them to make them all look different size, and then I rotated some of the items or like some of the planks. I just rotated them into a different into different angles so that they would look jaunty and they wouldn't look too regular. I also elevated them differently, so yeah, this is what I'm doing right now. And here I removed 2 pieces of the foundation on either side so that I could move the middle piece down, and then I proceeded to put these stairs like to connect them. And then I just rotated basically all these other planks so that it did look more natural. So I used the fireplace poker to like make these nails, or like, what do you call them? Supports. Yeah. Like I couldn't find a good wooden stake to do this. So yeah, I went with all these fireplace pokers. And then I used this bow. Sorry for all the violinists out there, but I did use a violin bow to make like how do you call this? Like it's like it connects all the planks together. It's like a rope, but not really. Yeah, but that's what I used to connect them all together, and it's a little finicky actually. I did this for so long. I don't know how many hours I lent to this, to just doing this small part of the video. The water here is actually a pool under this bridge. So your Sims can actually access that, and they can do it on the right side of the bridge where it is now. Like how it's angled now. You can access it from there. So yeah, your Sims can use that part of the water. The other parts of the water are actually the fountain tool, and some are this pool. The fountain tool, you can't actually use it underneath a foundation piece, so I couldn't use it under the bridge. So yeah, that's why I used a pool. And here's the village. I actually did so many things with it. Like I changed so many things. You're not actually gonna see me decorate or do any other houses except for this house and the castle, because it's kind of repetitive and it was getting too long, so I had to cut some of the video out. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how the vibe is with the rest of the builds. And yeah, so you have this house. It's 4x4, and this, yeah, you can actually see how you can furnish a 4x4 house. I get that like this doesn't have a toilet and bath, but you can easily just like make a 3x1 tile for a toilet and bath, I guess, and move things around a bit. But yeah, just a little tidbit of how you can make 4x4 houses and save up on those bills and other things. So this is actually an outhouse. I don't really know what an outhouse is. But yeah, I'm guessing this is how an outhouse would look like. Cause, I don't know. it's generally the one where you have the toilet, right? It's like in the old houses, especially. Because they didn't have like a special provision inside their house for toilet and baths, and of course people didn't want to stink up their place. And beside this outhouse is actually like a storage area for twigs and like logs for, I don't know, the fireplace. They don't have a fireplace, but I could imagine them using that oven as a fireplace. Have you guys watched the trailer for the new expansion pack? Doesn't it just make you feel so excited? It's a farming pack, right? A cottage. What's it called again? Cottage living. Is that right? Cottage living. Yeah. I get that not a lot of people actually like, the farming pack. I've seen some people on Twitter not really very excited for it, but I'm happy that a lot of the other people are really excited for this. And I am too, because I love farming villages, farming themes in general. I don't really play a lot of games, and I haven't played all the other farming games out there, but when I watch people play them, I get excited too. So yeah, I'm excited for this, although I can't get it. So if you didn't know, I just actually have the base game in my computer because my computer is not powerful enough to house any other packs. Because it's not a computer, it's like a laptop really. It's just a laptop. It's not very powerful. So I have to make do with the base game. But I'm having fun. I'm experimenting with all these items in the base game, and yeah, it's I really like giving myself a challenge. It's a really big challenge, but yeah. Hopefully I can get a good PC soon, or a laptop. I don't actually know which one would be better. If you have a suggestion. But I am very, very worried if because brownouts happen. And if I'm editing or if I'm still doing a build and yeah, I haven't saved it yet, what is gonna happen? I am going to cry. So yeah, a laptop is I think I would like a laptop more. I keep these rocks, right? I put them over the fountain, over the top of the fountain where it ends. But the rocks that I put there keep disappearing. It's so weird. It's do I have a ghost in my game? It just keeps disappearing no matter what I do. I'm not even doing anything with the other objects of the game, and then the next thing you know, it just disappears. So I'm sorry if there's a gap there, but yeah, if you can get rid of that ghost in my game, thank you. If you're able to put a rock there, yeah, then good for you. So this part is actually just a library. Like, you can't really make this lot once you download it from the gallery. If you actually download this from the gallery, and you can't actually use this slot as anything other than a residential area or like a generic park, a generic lot, or like a rental lot, because I don't have any other technology in this lot that are needed for like a bar or like a library. So yeah. But if you want to make it into a library, go ahead. You can put like hidden computers in here. And one of the houses in the village is actually a pub. There's not much going on, so I didn't actually put it in the video, or like put me designing it in the video. It's just a bar area and a few tables and chairs. You're gonna see them all in the outro anyway. I can imagine this place to be like where the elders of this village actually convene. And yeah, they're not flat earthers. There's a globe. Yeah, this is the place where they convene for like, yeah, village meetings. And this castle isn't actually like a residence per se. It's just, yeah, a very communal area. Because like it is a small village. There's no like huge landlord here. I don't think they'd want to stay in this kind of place. And yeah. And this top portion actually, the top part where the ladder goes to is a housekeeper's area. Or like, yeah. This is where the one who cleans up the grounds stays, or like the castle grounds. It's very small. Yeah, this is just basically a tutorial of how you can furnish 4x4 houses, tiny houses. And this area actually, where this small bedroom is already the 4th floor. So the level above that, if you didn't see it, it's actually a tower. The level above that is just like, it's already the 5th level. So what I did there was use the platform tool, used the tallest wall height, and then I also used some tall half walls to make a parapet. And then I put in some windows to make it look like a room. But yeah, you can't actually go into that place, and you can't actually use that as a room. And this place is where, I don't know, I was actually thinking this is where they collect taxes in kind. Or like this is where storage of shipments arrive, or like other kinds of cargo, where they trade. Or like and this is where the manager stays. I don't know what a manager is. Or like a tax collector. I don't know. What kind of people did they have in a medieval period? If you know, please enlighten all of us. If you can hear Peter pattering in the background, it's actually drizzling right now. It's such a nice mood. Don't you guys just love it when it's just a soft drizzle? I don't know, it's like an ASMR moment. I used a lot of these pillars because like they make the build look like it's not too clean, because I can just like elevate the other ones to make it look uneven, and it has these marks on the surface to make it look less like clean as well. We're already in the last part of the build. I didn't notice at all. So this is actually just a small entryway. I just wanted to put something different in it. And yeah, this is nearing the end. If you like this video, give it a like, leave a comment, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!